Frankie Masters and his orchestra present Scatterbrain.
The scenario we're going to be playing today is called Fire Support. It is number 4 from the 2015 package, and in this one it has Kill Box. You need 5 points to win. You get 1 for dominating the friendly flag. You get 1 control point for controlling the enemy flag, and you can dominate also for 2, but it's being contested by the enemy objective, which you can also destroy for 1 point. Alright guys, this is going to be a couple of games with my Gators. You know, we had a few guys over for a couple of games. I need to kind of clear my head with what's going on with my Signar and stuff right now. So I thought, hey, let's have some fun and pull out the pink Gators. So in this first game here, I'm going to be going with my Barnabas. It's a little bit of a beast heavier list here with 2 Spitters, a Wrastler, and a Swamp Horror. But it's a list I've been liking. Otherwise, on the other side, this is actually going to be a Tier 4 Ostrom. So it's kind of neat to get his upkeeps out. A little mistake here. You're going to get some trenches, but also a unit's going to get advanced deploy. So he's going to change things up here, but should be interesting. Alright, so overall, this is the board here and how it looks like. He won the first turn here, the initiative, wanted to go first. So I picked this side here, figured it'd be a little bit better for me. And for the most part, it looks like he's really pushing hard on the left side. So my plan is going to be really, because I know he's probably going to be kind of over here, I want to use my Rasslers if he's really pushing hard with the Earthbreaker to soften it up and then line it up with the heavies. I actually might be using Warpath here to make that happen. We'll kind of see. But otherwise, if his troops come in here all packed together, my Spitters would also love to shoot them and corrode them all. So we'll see what happens there. But while that battle happens, I really feel that where my more powerful win condition will be on the scenario win on the right side. A lot of stuff is cut off of that forest. There's not really much there keeping me away. By the way, he does have 1 proxy where his artillery piece, he's actually using one of my chain guns there on the far right. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I can overrun the right flank pretty quickly. Alright, so this is where he's going to kind of fix this. And so this unit of high shields will actually be the advanced deploy. And after everything kind of moves here, it's going to look like this. So with a regular Seer Forge thing, you get extra 4 inches. So you're losing that going with this tier, but first of all, you get the bonuses I talked about, and then your jacks get +2 speed anyway. So yeah, that Earthbreaker gets up there pretty damn fast. Otherwise, he doesn't really do anything much to me this turn. Alright, so my turn, I'll make 3 pools. Almost everything on the left gets in there. Otherwise, on the right, I spread out 1 unit of Gators there, just kind of being ready to shoot whatever they can. And then the 2 other Crow Hunters go to the other side of the forest. With Hunter, they can charge through there to get to Hernan Joan or whatever if they move up. And if nothing else, I can also go for the artillery piece. So on his turn, he stays a little bit defensive here on the left, doesn't really move up too much. There's not really much he can actually do. With his shooting, he is able to kill off 1 of the Gators from the right unit, so you can see the 1 guy disappeared. Otherwise, his shots miss and scatter, and not too much. So looking at this here, he is super piled up there on the right. I feel I could get a few stuff onto his Colossal, but I feel that's not really the time. The other thing I could do is I could get some Gators into those high shields, but they're shield walled, so their armor is pretty high, and if I get in there, he's just going to wipe me out with those Forge Guard. So I think I just want to kind of stay back and shoot and kind of whittle them down. Now, this is a very good showing here of why I love Spitters. Now, everything that's here completely in the trench doesn't block line of sight. So I shoot this guy in the back where there's a missing model, and then all the other ones I can't hurt, especially the guys inside the trench. I can't even damage them with the blast damage, but they're all hit, so they're all corroded. So that could work out very well. And then my other Spitter goes and puts even more guys on corrosion. So yeah, looking not too bad for like just blasting those guys apart. Otherwise, things get a little bit weird because when you're placing those swamp pits, they can't be where there's already any models, so it's kind of weird. I mean, my actually one unit of Gators had to pull farther back. I'll have a few beasts, they're out of it now. Otherwise, I was able to go through with the 2 crow creators, and they were able to go up and kill Hearn and Joan, so that's awesome. They're gone. The posse charged in. They destroyed the little, Jack there, the gun bunny, and yeah, feeling really good. The right flank just crumpling. A lot of his guys corroded. He might decide to go after my one dude there, the spitter, but if he does with, say, like Pop Feet, go in there with Earthbreaker, I'll have a lot to counter with. Otherwise, this is how it looks like after corrosion. A lot of the corrosion went out, but yeah, it's nice to see this all just taken away, where normally this would be really tough, but hey, corrosion, awesome. Otherwise, after his turn, it looks like this. He really tries to focus up onto the Wrestler, and he almost gets him. I think it was down to like 4 boxes, something like that. He also had popped his mini feet with his little high shields to get a double shot into them, but they survive, so that's great. Otherwise, he tries to shoot me with his artillery. It scatters. The one Ogrenbo Kerr is kind of coming over, so other than like destroying the Wrestler almost, he didn't really get anything done because so much was put into that. So on my turn, I'm looking at this, and at first I thought when he moved up there with the Earthbreaker that I was going to try and take it out. Basically, the spitters would shoot it, or shoot into the unit rather, actually more likely to trigger some warpath, get those 2 heavies closer, charge 2 heavies into Earthbreaker, and probably scrap it, I think, especially if I get another good shot from a spitter or something too. But I don't think that's going to be really possible, so I'm going to play a little bit safer, stay back, keep on shooting, keep on attritioning, especially because clock is on my side, and on the right side, I'm just about to score a bunch of points. So again, one spitter comes up and shoots, and corrosion. And then the other one shoots back here into the Forge Guard and kills one, and corrosion. So I'm just spreading that around like candy. Of course, these guys are right up here, and he might come and kill them, but then I'll counter. So after everything's done, it looks like this. Again, placing those rings where I can be safe, very difficult. I need to have my caster in a ring so that he doesn't just go and knocks me down and kills me. And there's also kill boxes giving me trouble. So I put it over here on the left. This is where it looks like for the rest. Destroy his objective, go after the weapon team there, the artillery, and that was actually a mistake. One of the crow critters should have gone up there, the other one should have gone to the flag. So I'm at 1 point now, but I probably should be at 2. But yeah, otherwise I just run with the Belarus crew, try and jam up, make things a little bit harder for the Earthbreaker, and yeah, attrition is looking great. As a Wrestler, I heal back up its missing aspects. It's in a little zone there, so it can't be killed, and looking good. Corrosion goes, and it kills off all those Forge Guard, more of these guys. So again, attritioning through corrosion is going fantastically well. But then I noticed this. I don't know what is wrong with me, but when I was so focused on the right side in this, and just trying to find a spot for Barnabas where he could be in his little swamp pit and not kill boxing himself, I put myself over here, and now if he just kills that one gobber there that's in front of his Colossal, he has a straight Colossal charge on a Barnabas, camping 0. It's just, what the hell's wrong with me? So what happens then, of course, is that he is able to kill off with some Forge Guard attacks, and then the Earthbreaker with 3 focus charges on in. So it takes 1 to charge, he has 2 left. He uses 1 to boost to hit his initial charge, connects, leaves me on 7 boxes, so that really kind of hurts. And then what he does, he needs 7s to hit, so he rolls, misses, buys, misses. And it was at this point, he's like, why the hell didn't I do Thor? Thor could have tuned up, he could have been automatically boosting the hit, and it probably would have been over unless I got super, super lucky with Tufts. And yeah, wow. I make a massive mistake to let this happen, and now he makes a massive mistake so that I actually survive. Past this, he tries to get me because, okay, you can't target me while I'm in my swamp pit, but he has the one gun bunny here that gets tuned up by Thor now, and it basically just targets his Colossal and then sprays through to get my caster. He misses, but I mean, that could have been an interesting way for him to finish me off. And otherwise, it's like this. He doesn't really get too much otherwise done. The Bulker makes a stab, does a little bit of damage, but that's really it. Yeah. He really had gone in and just kind of like went in with the Earthbreaker, and I think he got a little bit excited, forgot to make some key moves, and yeah, now I just got to stay alive. So on my turn, I actually forgot to take a picture of the actual end of my turn. I took this one, but really mine was really simple. I just camped all my fury, started scoring on the flag, ran over one of my turtles to get in the way of his Earthbreaker, and that's really it. Passed the turn, didn't try and do anything else, mainly because I saw his clock was so low, and I knew that scenario was going to be a real issue. So during his turn here, he is going to go and clock, but we play out his turn, and this is what it looks like. So this is what I'm talking about, where I actually went back, because again, I didn't feel I could just stand there and camp, because he could just shoot me and knock me down, and then bad things would happen. So I want to get into the pool. To do that, I had to take a free strike, but in doing so, I had ran over that one bull snapper, not bull snapper, a spitter, and he just could not. He did not have the movement to get around and get reach to me. So basically on his last turn here, he did clock like we said. He just makes some attacks, kills some guys. But yeah, there's the game. I mean, the way it was attritioning down, I basically did nothing. I just ran into him. But I was going to win on scenario. But wow, almost lost this one doing to a Colossal, charging straight into my caster. Dumb. And yeah. I'm glad I made it out. So game 2, I'm now going to be up against Menoth, and I decide that it's not a very good one for Maylock. It is a Harbinger list, and then also a Severius list that has Adjudicator, and the other one has a lot of Jacks as well. And I believe that my only chance here will be one of twofold. One, Death Clock or charging through the lines, and that's what Maylock does best. So over here, you can see this is actually, these guys are all about tiers, it turns out. But this is a tier whatever, maybe probably 4 Harbinger list. So it's going to have a whole bunch of Jacks, a whole bunch of Paladins, and this is just horrendous. My Gators do not want to be taking damage when I'm walking on the feet. I don't really have a lot of good ways to destroy Jacks. I don't have a lot of magical weapons to kill the Paladins. This will be tough. So here's the overall matchup. We're on exactly the same table. He won initiative. He wanted to go first. I still want to be on this side here. And yeah, again, looking at this, my win condition is going to be either winning on clock or somehow making it so I could pop my feet and charge through. But again, he has a lot of magical weapons, which can really mess that up. So he gets first turn, and really everything just runs on up. By the way, the Totem Hunter, his prey is going to be the Temple Flame Guard there on the right. On my turn, because he didn't pop feet, I decide I might as well try and get up as far as I can. Death Pact is on the middle unit of Gators. Otherwise, things are zombified. You can see the Totem Hunter ran up. Some things are submerged. But I'm really planning to get up here and probably having to back away. Alright, so his turn 2, he comes up here, all of his paladins are invincible, he pops his feet, and yeah, he's just waiting here saying, hey, you could charge me, but you'll just take tons of damage, or you could stay there and I'll swarm you. Do what you will. So, yeah, there you go. So in my turn, for the most part, I have the Totem Hunter that can run over here, well, not run, but just position a little bit more to the right. A lot of my stuff pulled back just slightly so that there's a front line where he can go and like hit there, and then I could try and counter. And I don't want to get any closer. Like Maylock wants to stay a little bit further back, So I leave him where he is. I put out some spiny growth. Like he went and he purified on his turn and took all that stuff off. You know, I might as well put these things out just to kind of waste his focus to make him do something. So Death Pack is out again. He also put Hand of God or Fear of God into the middle Gators too, so they couldn't charge anyway. But yeah, this is what I did, and in doing so, I kill box myself. I get through all this, and we start going to his turn, and it's like, oh, I totally forgot about kill box because I was just kind of dealing with my positioning with the feet and didn't think about kill box. And we measure it, and I'm within kill box, so he has 2 points. So really, all he needs to do is Harbinger runs over to the right flag. He destroys the objective, which is easy, 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 easy. One guy runs to his flag, and he'll get 3 points and win. Luckily for me, he doesn't do any of that. I think he just took a little bit of pity on me, but really what happens is that Harbinger comes up, casts Crusader's Call, so everything's charging farther and all that fun stuff. So the Guardian, it charges, he purifies too, charges it to my turtle, does a little bit, or a lot of damage. I just barely survive. Otherwise, the Paladins were getting up in my face. The Avatars up there doing the Gaze and Menoth. The Temple Flame Guard charge in, but I don't really lose that much. A lot of stuff is on fire, but I think I lost like 1 Gator or something like that, so it really wasn't that bad. A lot of stuff's on fire. Hopefully I don't lose anything, but now, since thank God he didn't win on scenario, I need to get in there. I need to jam things up. But I also need to kill these heavies, especially the reach heavies that are right in my face, because these are the ones that when I start reviving, they can just go, okay, whatever, +2 to hit, stab and kill, stab and kill, stab and kill. And I won't be able to keep up with the attrition. So while I try and get deeper in, I also need to try and kill off the Guardian and hopefully also the Avatar. Now, I have Malediction, which will really help. And I need to move up with my Maylock anyway. I don't know if I want to get in range of the Avatar, because if I fail, I'm dead. Plus, he has those 2 Crusaders there. But yeah, thank God I didn't just lose this turn. So on my turn, there's a whole bunch of jumbling everywhere. Basically, the fire doesn't kill anything, so don't worry about the fire. But I do Malediction, get up there by the Guardian, make sure I'm not killboxing myself, pop feet, and basically stuff starts charging. And when they start going after the Guardian, they do some pretty good damage. The turtle is able to finish it off and go over, start going after the Avatar, really start bashing it up. But it ends up after Snapjaw and Wrong Eye do their thing, and one posse charges in. It's alive with 2 boxes, and he has a mechanic that's hiding there just behind the Crusader, the White Crusader that I failed to kill. So luckily, 1 Gator from the left unit was able to charge in and kill it. Now, they were supposed to go up there and really jam up the flag, but they couldn't because of Gaze and Menoth. So they had to do what they could. The Totem Hunter went and killed 2 guys and backed away, so that was pretty good. So attrition-wise, this was awesome. 2 heavies are down, and I just gotta hope that I can keep this up. However, on his turn, he sees that this is a really easy win, and because I did not jam up the left side, which again, part of that too was because of these damn magical weapons. Between the Avatar and the Paladins, I couldn't just charge wherever I want, because even though I'm incorporeal with the feet, he could still get me. So he just comes up, destroys my objective. Harvey runs over to the flag, dominates, and he's at 5 points. So, I mean, as a little bit of excuse, I could say that it was a bad matchup, but still, stupid of me to not think about the kill box. I should have either moved up into the right to try and find a way to get in the kill box and not closer, or just take the hit. You know, get up there, take the hit, camp more so that I can't die, and do it that way. But instead, I decided to just give him 2 points. So the biggest thing I saw here with my Gators is that I did these guys to kind of like take the pressure off,
have some fun, and then come back to Signar. And I'm just kind of looking at myself wondering what's wrong with me. These mistakes that I'm making now, letting Colossals charge my caster, kill boxing myself. This is just amateur hour. Like, what am I doing? So I don't know if I need to do like some meditation or what, but either way, guys, thanks for watching. Put down your comments below of what you think I should do to get back in the groove. But thanks for watching again, and bye.